What is consciousness? It's that inner light, the feeling of being awake and aware. It's the difference between a robot following a program and a human being experiencing the world. Consciousness allows us to feel joy, love, and pain. It allows us to dream and to imagine. But how does it arise? Where does it come from? These questions have puzzled philosophers and scientists for centuries. The study of consciousness is a journey into the most complex object in the known universe, the human brain. Made up of billions of neurons, each firing and connecting with others, the brain is a vast network of information processing. Somewhere within that complex symphony of electrical impulses, consciousness emerges. But how? That is the billion-dollar question.
Some believe that consciousness is a product of matter. This is the view of materialism. Just as the liver produces bile and the heart pumps blood, the brain, according to this view, produces consciousness. There is nothing supernatural or mystical about it. It's simply a function of biology. Philosopher Daniel Dennett is a prominent advocate for this view. He argues that our conscious experiences are nothing more than the result of complex computations happening in the brain. There's no need for a separate mind or soul to explain consciousness. Everything can be understood in terms of physical processes.
Others, however, believe that consciousness is fundamentally different from matter. This is the view of dualism. Dualists argue that the mind and the body are two separate entities. The mind is not reducible to the brain. It exists independently and interacts with the brain, but it is not a product of it. René Descartes, a 17th century philosopher, famously argued for this view. He pointed out that we can doubt the existence of our bodies. Am I dreaming? But we cannot doubt the existence of our minds because the very act of doubting proves the mind exists. This led him to believe that the mind and body are distinct substances.
Section 4. When everything thinks. Panpsychism offers a third, even more radical perspective. Panpsychists believe that consciousness is a fundamental property of the universe, like mass or energy. According to this view, everything in the universe, to some degree, possesses consciousness. This doesn't mean that rocks are having deep thoughts or that trees are writing poetry. Instead, it suggests that even seemingly inanimate objects possess a basic level of awareness. This awareness may be incredibly simple, but it forms the building blocks of more complex consciousness, like our own.
Section 5. Unlocking the Mind. Neuroscientist Antonio Damasio has made significant contributions to our understanding of consciousness through his work on emotions. Damasio argues that emotions are not simply feelings, but play a crucial role in our decision-making and our sense of self. He believes that consciousness is deeply intertwined with our bodily experiences and our emotional responses to the world. By studying patients with brain damage, Damasio has shown how disruptions to certain parts of the brain can profoundly impact our conscious experience. His work highlights the crucial role the brain plays in shaping who we are and how we experience the world.
Section 6. The Greatest Mystery. The nature of consciousness remains one of the greatest mysteries in science and philosophy. While we have learned a great deal about the brain and its functions, the subjective experience of consciousness still eludes our full understanding. How does a physical system give rise to subjective feelings and experiences? What is the relationship between our minds and the world around us? These questions are not just academic. They have profound implications for how we understand ourselves, our place in the universe, and the nature of reality itself. The search for answers promises to be one of the most exciting and challenging intellectual adventures of the 21st century.